Welcome to Satanism 101. Class is now in session. This is Satanism 101. This video series will address common questions and misconceptions of Satanism, the religion created by Anton Szandor LaVey in 1966. You may be wondering who I am and why am I doing these videos. My name is Chris. While I do not claim to be an expert on Satanism, I do have a bit more knowledge on the subject than a lot of the content creators you'll find on the internet. I've been a self-declared Satanist since 1990 after reading Anton LaVey's The Satanic Bible. In 1998, I joined the Church of Satan, and in 2017, I was elevated to the second-degree rank of Warlock by the organization. I have studied this religion for over 30 years, so I should hopefully have learned something in that time. The reason I created this series is because it is difficult finding channels putting out accurate information about the religion I have put to work in my life for the past 3 decades. Church of Satan Magister David Harris ran an excellent podcast called Satanism Today. While episodes may still be found online, David has since moved on to other pursuits. Another Church of Satan member, Reverend Admin Campbell, created the 9 Cents podcast, and videos followed. Mr. Campbell has rebooted the podcast on occasion, and these episodes were also a great source of information. At the time of the creation of this video, he seems to have gone on hiatus once again. Church of Satan Magister Bill M's Satan Explained podcast is currently available and in production, and Bill does an excellent job of going in depth into those topics he chooses to cover. Personally, I don't have the kind of time or energy to devote to 30 to 60 minute podcasts, so I decided to go with something shorter in length and faster for the average viewer to digest. For this series, I will provide information found through various sources, which I will link in the video description. I will also be sharing these videos with the administration of the Church of Satan before posting them to ensure the information I am putting out to the public is accurate. There shall be format changes in the future videos, so don't get comfortable just yet. Time for the usual YouTube business. If you like this video series, please hit that thumbs up to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and leave a comment for questions you would like to see answered in future episode. The first question is one I always see being asked. Are you kidding? Every time. Well, here's the too long didn't read response. We don't.
What the?
That's right, we don't worship the devil. As a matter of fact, we don't even believe such a being even exists. Anton LaVey created Satanism to be a skeptical, atheistic religion. What is my proof? We'll start with LaVey's The Satanic Bible, first published in 1969. In the chapter, Wanted, God, Dead or Alive, LaVey wrote, "Man has always created his gods rather than his gods creating him." He then stated, "To the Satanist, God, by whatever name he is called, or by no name at all, is seen as the balancing factor in nature, and not as being concerned with suffering." LaVey described this force as being too impersonal to care about the living. The Satanist realizes that man, in the action and reaction of the universe, is responsible for everything and does not mislead himself into thinking that someone cares. The Satanists don't believe in the devil or God. What do we believe in as the center focus of the religion? The answer is found in the title of the next chapter of the Satanic Bible, "The God You Save May Be Yourself." The Magus goes on to talk about how when someone is worshiping a god created by someone else, they are effectively worshiping that person by proxy. LaVey proposed if someone is going to have anything to worship, why does this being need to be externalized from his own ego? LaVey viewed it as being far more sensible to make one's god in accordance with one's own image and personal potential. As such, the god of the Satanist is the Satanists themselves. Some have attempted to say LaVey was a deist, or that he only became atheistic after a certain point in time. This is demonstrably proven untrue when you read the Satanic Bible and start digging in for further information. In 1975, former Church of Satan member Michael Aquino left the organization. It was sometime after his departure he stated LaVey had previously believed in the existence of the devil, but this claim is not borne out by factual data. As LaVey himself wrote on June 20th, 1975,
Magic is a way of life, not a divine right uniquely assumed by Mr. Aquino or myself either. Let those who can do. The Church of Satan is an organization dedicated to rational self-interest, indulgence, and a glorification of material and carnal elements. I held these beliefs in the beginning as I do now. If others reinterpret my organization and philosophy into a fundamental kind of supernaturalism, it stems from their need to do so.
Let's go further back. 1973, United Artists Records released the album The Occult Explosion. Among the interviewees was Anton LaVey, and he stated his position about the non-existence of supernatural beings.
Satan is, to us, a symbol rather than an anthropomorphic being, although many members of the Church of Satan who are mystically inclined would prefer to think of Satan in a very real anthropomorphic way. Of course, we do not discourage this because we realize that to many individuals, a picture, a well-wrought picture of their mentor or their tutelary divinity, is very important for them to conceptualize ritualistically. However, Satan symbolically is the teacher, the informer of the whys and the wherefores of the world. And in answer to those who would label us devil worshippers or be very quick to assume us to be Satan worshippers, I must say that Satan demands study, not worship, in his truest symbology.
LaVey further expressed his skepticism in Jack Fritcher's book Popular Witchcraft, published in 1973.
I don't feel that raising the devil in an anthropomorphic sense is quite as feasible as theologians or metaphysicians would like to think. I have felt his presence, but only as an exteriorized extension of my own potential, as an alter ego or evolved concept that I have been able to exteriorize. With a full awareness, I can communicate with this semblance, this creature, this demon, this personification that I see in the eyes of the symbol of Satan, the goat of Mendes, as I commune with it before the altar. None of these is anything more than a mirror image of the potential I perceive in myself.
So no, we don't believe in the devil, or God, or the Easter Bunny, or anything else which cannot be proven to exist. We view ourselves as the gods of our world, not in any kind of supernatural sense, but because we alone control what happens in our personal lives. Current High Priest of the Church of Satan, Peter H. Gilmore, described this as atheism in his essay, What, the Devil? Stating, I decide what is of value. I am my own highest value, therefore I am my own God. I am an atheist. Satanism is a religion for the individual, not for worshiping the gods of the past. Class dismissed.